Hello, and welcome to episode 83 of the Knitting Annihilator podcast. I am Akira, your friendly neighborhood knitter, and I'm coming to you today from my amazing childhood home that is also in Adamsville, Alabama, um, where my parents live. So I've been trying for 2 hours. Honestly, I've been trying all day to film this episode. And if it hasn't been one thing, it's been another. So I asked my mom if it was okay if I podcast at her house, and she said yes. So I usually am at my house with my sexy, gorgeous husband and my two sons, Aiden and Ethan, who are 4 and 2. And if you are new here, welcome. Thank you for giving me a try. Hopefully, this isn't too chaotic. And you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification bells. And if you are a returning viewer, you already know what kind of S-word show I give. So here we are. Today is February 28th of 2022. I really wanted to film today and let's get something filmed in February. I do vlog, so I do have some vlogs up from the past couple of weeks or so. So there's that. But sitting down and podcasting has been difficult. But I wanted to do it today. It is 5 o'clock in the evening. So yeah, we'll try to get the show on the roll, the ball rolling, and things like that. How are you doing? Are you okay? I hope you're doing well, and if you are going through it, my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to what's going on in the world with the Ukraine and the Russia and the things. I don't like to talk about things that I'm not really in the know about, but with that, I'll just say my heart goes out to the people suffering, not the people doing the wrong stuff. But so that being said, I'll just get into it because I don't have anything else to say in this intro. So, administrative items. Today is the last day for if you don't see this tonight, you'll see this March 1st. I'm not even going to stress myself. Maybe it's March 1st and you're seeing this. Yesterday or today was the end of my Make Along the Happy Needle Mow 2020, when we clear off our needles for the next year. And only 2 people put a post with the hashtag on Instagram. So those are my winners. Here are your names right here. And just send me a message on Instagram letting me know you saw this and you won. And I'll send something out to you. So thank you. Even if you participated in my Make Along in spirit and maybe you just thought of it while you were doing it, I appreciate that too, because it's beautiful to be thought about. So that is it for administrative things. Anything that I talk about today, if not on, I'll put it on this side, if not over here or on the screen, will be listed down below in the description box. So, and then if I don't, or you have any questions, you can reach out to me on Instagram or in the comments. But my Instagram is knitting_annihilator_. So let's get into it. So I have one victory, one battle that is winning, and I am losing, and a bunch of strategies and some kryptonite. So I'm excited to talk about it all. So let's start off with my victory, which are my finished objects. This is my third, and I feel like my best one yet, Musselburgh by Ysolda Teague. Put everything right here. So this is a paid for any weight pattern. This pattern again is based on gauge. If you've never knit it before, you kind of work some, measure, and then finish. It has been my go-to hat. I wear them all the time. I've made 2 for myself. This one is actually for my dad, for his birthday. I've been in dad birthday mode all month since like January 28th-ish or something like that. It's just been nothing but knitting for my dad. So I got this done. This, I did a fingering weight version of it. And I used, are the needles in here? I don't think they are. So I used a US 4. So I'm going to tell you everything that I did for this one without giving you too much of the pattern, because what I did is not in the pattern. So what I did was, one, I used a US 4, which gave me 8 stitches per inch, which I thought I would hate because that's what I've been trying to avoid. Because when I use a US 2, I get 8 inches, and then I use a US 3, I get 7, and then 4, I got 8 again. So gave me 8 stitches per inch. I just went with it. I made what I'm calling the medium size, so in between an adult small and adult medium. What I did was made it to where in each section I had 30 stitches in each quadrant. How you get there is up to you by the pattern, but know that there are 30 stitches per each quadrant. It's knit from tip to tip, as you can see. So I knit all the way up to, I'll say, 19 inches. Again, not in the pattern, so I can tell you that. I knit all the way up to 19 inches. Then I bound off. I used a total of 71 grams, and which means I could have made this longer, which has been my goal. So each one I do like longer and longer each time. So for my own, I'll probably do, because I'm going to make myself another one, I'm going to do a US 3, the same stitch count that I did for this, and then just knit until I run out at this point. So this is what I have left. And of course, I'm going to tell you, oh, there we go. This is all I have left. So I have to tell you about this gorgeous yarn. It is Breaking Bad yarn. There you go. And the colorway Walter White. And this is from McKaylee in New Mexico. The yarn is inspired by the show Breaking Bad, which is one of my husband's favorite shows. So the next Musselburgh I cast on will be for him in his Breaking Bad yarn. So my dad loves green. That's his favorite color. So that's why I did this. And then you'll see in a minute what it's going to match. I might as well put this on for you, because if you want to see what 30 stitches per quadrant, 19 inches of body, yaddy yaddy gets you. Let's see if I can do this in a decent match. I feel like it's all, the hard part is always the sticking it in, because there's no tutorial for that. You kind of just got to figure that out yourself. All right, so I think it gave me a beautiful, oh, and I block them. I block them every time now. So the way I block them is you take the tip, pin the tip, kind of give it a little flatten out, and then I kind of stretch a little bit, and then pin the other tip. But yeah, this is what 19 inches gave me. I feel like this is absolutely stunning. You can kind of see where I feel like, you know, when you snag the yarn while you're knitting, you're like, oh. But I mean, it doesn't look too bad, you know. You really can't see it from afar. But yeah, every time I put it on, I want to steal it. So I'm really trying hard not to put it on to steal it. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say on this project. It was living in my Fates thread bag, in my Fern Gully bag, which I love. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about that one. So on to what I am working on. I need a haircut so bad. So continuing on with the dad making train, I am knitting my dad a sweater, the first sweater I've ever made him. So it is out of this book. This is the first edition of Rib Magazine, which is a magazine that was geared towards men who knit. And I am knitting the Patina by Fettig. This is the sweater that's on the picture. I don't know why that was hard for me. I don't believe you can buy this separately from the Rib magazine. I think Willie went online and it said that it was in a book. So I don't know where else you could get the pattern. But it is a DK weight, no, worsted weight. This is a worsted weight pattern. And I am making my dad the 40-inch bust size. Tweaking things as I go along. So I'm going to show you where I am, and then I'll talk about my modifications. So here I am as far as towards the end of February going into March. So I have a sleeve done. And I'm working on the second one. So I am knitting this in Red Heart something. Red Heart with Love premium acrylic yarn in the colorway Spinach. So it's a lovely green. I feel like this green goes with this green very well. Oh yeah, I haven't seen them together. I feel like those go together very well. So yeah, that's what I'm using. This is what I have. I've been using my husband's body basically to kind of measure out where I am and like how it'll fit and things like that. So on him it looks really good. And what I did was I didn't start decreasing. My dad he's lost weight, but I feel like he's just lost fat, and now he's just muscle everywhere. So he has really big bicepy things. He's a very strong man. So I didn't decrease until where this Progress Keeper is. Progress Keeper is by Whitney Marie Anderson. So I went all the way up to here, then I decreased some, which I see I could have kind of like that, like, I know better now, but I could have kind of spaced out the decreases, but I didn't, but it's okay. So I decreased, and then I just knit it all the way. So instead of like really getting down to the numbers here, I left these because he wears a watch, and he doesn't really like really form-fitting things, so I'm hoping, you know, it's not too fitted. And then I bound off. I just did whatever the pattern said as far as the bind off there, but it still looks pretty nice. Like, it doesn't look crazy or anything. So, this is my grandma who passed away. This is a picture I got my parents for Christmas. That's my grandma and my pop with all the grandkids. So that's why that's like right there. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm basically just doing the same thing on this side, and usually I'm better than this and I can get through a project and not be like, okay, I need something else. But I think I kind of need something else. Yeah, I'm going through it. I think the determination in me is like, we need to get this done before the first episode of Outlander. That's where I'm at. And then other times I'm just like, be like everybody else and cast on 12 things. Like, what's the problem? So I'm in between that, but I'm going to be casting something new on soon because I am going through it. The needles I'm using, so for my sleeves I used my Chiaogu shorties, and then for the body I'm using Haya Sharps. This is nope, they're all Haya Sharps. I have them on 2 needles because my husband was trying it on, but when I'm ready to work the body again, I'll just put it on one thing. So, oh, that's just that. But yeah, I think this is gonna be so nice when it's done. So hopefully I can get the motivation and not feel so blah about it and get it done. It is living in this big old purple bag that my mom got me for Christmas. Thanks, Mommy. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say about that. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So now we get to talk about some good stuff. Let's get into strategy / kryptonite. So I'm going to talk about, that goes with this. This goes over here. Okay, so we'll talk about this project first because everything just came together. And then we'll talk about this one in a second. This is random. Talking about this first. I lost one needle tip. And I think I lost it at a hotel. And it's really been bothering me that I don't have another needle tip for the set. So I bought some more needle tips. And I bought these on Jimmy Bean. I thought they were kind of sus, but they came through. So, thank you, Jimmy Bean. Swirl, whatever that thing's called. And I feel like I didn't know they sold it separately. So I guess if you just want a certain type of shorty, you could just buy that instead of the whole interchangeable set. But I have the whole interchangeable set because I don't discriminate. You never know what you're going to need it for. All right. So that is talked about. Next thing I want to talk about is I am doing a test knit again. And it is again for Shanakay, Salmon. Still haven't figured out the pronunciation yet. But it is called the Main Character Set. So I will be making basically a little set. So I'm going to pull this up for you guys. Oh, cool. Stories right here. All right. So this is what I'm going to be doing for you guys. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Boom. Oh, come on. Maybe right here. There it is. There it is. Boom. Okay, but let me go to the different. Okay, so there's a tanky toppy thing. And then there's a cardigan that goes with it. Everything is cropped. That is something new to me. But that's going to be okay. So, that is what I'll be test knitting. And I'm starting that either tonight while I'm editing this. Or maybe while I'm at my mom's house. But I want to start it today. So I'm going to tell you what I'll be using. And my intentions behind things. Okay. So, her sample is knit in Lion Brand Feels Like Bliss. So I decided to knit it in that as well. This is what it looks like. There it is. Knitter's Pride. Lion Brand Feels Like Bliss. It is 100% nylon. Yes, 100% nylon. And it looks kind of fuzzy. When I picked it up, I was like, ooh, that's really soft. And then I don't know why I'm nervous. I don't know. I've never worked with anything of this material before, so it's gonna be interesting. So I got the colorways Dusk and Merlot. So let me show you, because you know I love my burgundies. If I change the lighting, oh, okay. That's a little bit better. It's a little more, it's a little darker than this color is. And then where this is giving you gray, it's actually like a lavender color. So I'll have like lavender tank top thing. And then lavender accents around the Merlot thing. So we went to the Walmart. So I'm thinking about this. And I'm like, God, I'm going to look so good. It's going to be so great. So I'm thinking about this. We'll go to Walmart. Look at these shoes. Yes, my husband thinks the shoes are ugly. Okay, it's fine. They're ugly. Whatever. But, like, and then the cardigan. Girl, don't do me. Don't do me. I'm gonna be adorable. Okay? Adorable. So, yes, I'm gonna be starting this today. And then the bag that it's going to live in, I chose to be this Anastasia bag from Fate's Thread, which like 90% of my bags are at this point from Fate's Thread. I chose this bag because initially this movie is about this girl who's trying to find her family and who she was and all this stuff, and then, you know, she meets some homies on the way. And I feel like that's where I'm at in my life. I have no idea who I am. I'm really just trying to find out who I am. So I'm really resonating with that, just trying to find where you are and who you belong to and stuff like that. So that's why I want to put it in this bag. And then of course it wouldn't be me if we didn't have anything naughty. So of course I grabbed my Fate's Thread, Naughty Knitting Sex Notions pouch. You can use code SUPERKNITTER15 for 15% off. I grabbed this pouch. So right there it says FU, and then there's some peepees in there. Circumcised or not. There's peepees in there. But so this whole project is basically just in the box that the yarn came in today. So I'm gonna get started with that. And then trying to make sure I clean up because I don't live here anymore. I haven't lived here for a long time. Going on like 7 years. Something like that. Okay. I think that's it of things that are not Outlander. Oh, I want to talk about this. So my husband gave me a gift, and then I'm going to pause the video and come back. So my husband gave me a gift. He got me some blocking mats. Some blocking mats. I don't remember who the maker of this is. He just got them off the Amazon. And in those blocking mats, it came with needle stoppers and pins. We love a good husband. Thank you, husband. I definitely appreciated that. So I'm gonna pause it and then come back, and then we're gonna talk about all things Outlander because we have a week before we're back at Fraser's Ridge. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna be working on during that time. So I'll come back. Okay, now I'm back, which was a good thing. I guess I could have kept going, but I don't know. I'd be nervous. All right, so what do I want to do first? We'll talk about what I already have and what I know about. So this is the first thing I have. So this is my Stitching the High Notes bag, and living in it is what's going to be a Stripey Turtle Tank by Emily Curtis. I feel so confident about it. You see how confident I am? You see how confident I am? Hold on. Don't you just hate when there's like this big silence and a thing? Boom. I was so right. Oh, I wish I had more confidence in myself. Yes, it is the Stripey Turtle Tank by Emily Curtis. So this is what it looks like. I feel like it's like focusing on it. Okay, there we go. So that's what it looks like. Basically a little tank top vest looking situation with a slight turtleneck, and it's kind of cropped. I don't know what I'm going for this year. This year I'm serving you dresses, crop tops and cardigans. It's weird. So that's where this project is going to live. That is a paid for fingering weight pattern that I have already bought. And these are the yarns that I'm going to do them with. And these are from Bumblebee Acres Fiber Farm. This colorway is Fraser's Ridge. And this colorway is Whiskey. So I'm going to be working on that. That's really why I want to get my dad's sweater done, so that way I don't feel bad about casting on like 3 things. But I'll only do like 2. 2 is like my max of like active projects I can do. So this is my From Stash project. Kryptonite project, I went over to Lolodidit.com and I got some of this. So this is going to be the cardigan that goes on top of the tank top. Whew. And this colorway is called Sassinate. So good. And it's like green. I don't know. I'm starting to love green. It's so weird. So with that yarn, I'm going to be making, I wish I was more prepared. I'm going to be making a cardigan. I mean, I told you that part. A cardigan by Lily Kate France. So that's what it looks like. So it is also like a cropped cardigan situation. It looks like balloon sleeves, and around, yeah, puff sleeves. Blah, blah, blah. It is a paid for, it says Aran weight, but then I also saw something about worsted weight too. So I'm going to do it in worsted weight. It says worsted / Aran weight. So I'm doing mine in worsted weight. And yeah. Sorry if you can hear the kids in the back. So that's what I'll be making with this yarn. And then this is going to live in this bag by Fate's Thread, which is my Outlander Deluxe large bag with Jamie and Claire on it. So that's going to live in this bag. And I'm so excited about it. Even went above and beyond and I got some stitch markers. So this is from the Sexy Knitter, and it is a stitch marker bracelet, and they are Outlander inspired stitch markers. Trying to see what is the best way to show this off to you. All right, so here's like the Outlander like symbol, and then you got a bunch of random things, but they're not random to me, like the ship and this fan when she was in France, and then the wine from France. There's a little house that could be on the ridge. I think this is a book, maybe a Bible, a sword because they went to war, like all kind of stuff. So I am all set and prepared for when Outlander comes on Sunday. Just gotta get this ding dong sweater off the needles so we can call it a day and I can peacefully work on selfish stuff. So with all of that Outlander stuff being said, I've been watching a lot of ASMR, that's why I keep doing that. I'm sorry. But yeah, we have our Yarn Charm Club from Lolodidit. That is Outlander inspired. So let's get into this and see what we got this time. The Scrapper Cardi is still coming, guys. I'm trying to get all the colors and see what I want to do. If I want to fade, if I want it to be random, things like that. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, what do we think? What do we think? February was the month of green. Literally. Like, wow. Okay. Okay. There's a lot to read this time. But I always read it, so I'm going to keep that energy going. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. February 2022 Outlander. In the Highlands, when a chieftain sends himself to war, he'll burn the fiery cross, sending a sign through the lands of his clan. Jamie says to everyone. It's a call for his men to gather their weapons. Come prepare for battle. We are friends, neighbors, countrymen, and we are not a clan, and I am not your chief. But I hope that if the time comes, you will all stand by my side. We cannot say what might befall us, but we must not only be willing to make oaths to our wives and loved ones, but to our brothers in arms in this new country. Stand by my hand. So this is called Fraser's Ridge. Can we just talk about how similar, like, you know, these dyers be? Like, they get it, you know? I love when a dyer actually makes sense with an inspiration, because sometimes okay, so this is what it looks like. It's like, it looks like a forest, if I'm honest. Like, it looks like a stream and moss and the trees. It's just absolutely stunning. This really surprised me. I love this so much. Alright, but that is everything. Yeah, that's everything. That's everything knit-wise. So now, when I leave you, I'm going to be chugging along on my dad's sweater, maybe giving it 1 to 2 hours a day, and then really going hard on my test knit. Hopefully in those 1 to 2 hours I can really get progress and get the sweater done so I can start my Outlander stuff. And I may be a naughty girl and just go ahead and like kick up my turtle tank and then go ahead and get it started, because yeah, that's what kind of girl I am. I would love to just go ahead and I want to work on it while watching the show. So it's stockinette stripes, pretty mindless. So I figured that'd be great. But yes, that's it. So thank you so much for watching. If you did again like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and turn on your post notifications. I hope you have the most amazing time living the craftiest life possible, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.